my peoples. We is in the building, peep squad. Let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about love and marriage, Huntsville, baby. It is going down. So we see a whole lot happening and a whole lot being set up, baby. It is going down. And Tiffany, girl, come on. Your husband said he was going to stand up and stand out. And he surely did not stand up and stand out. He ended up apologizing to Marceau. Like, Lord have mercy, girl. You better put some more meat in your husband's food and give him some more spinach so he can stand up and speak up. And don't let Marceau tell him off. And it seems like Miss Tisha is going to have a lot of issues and a lot of problems when it comes to her cousin Kiki. She don't understand where Kiki's coming from because, Tisha feels like we solved this 4 years ago. We had a conversation for 4 hours and we talked about it, so it should be done finito. Why you still bringing up old ish? And then on top of that, why are you going behind my back and talking to Melody? I thought we was cool, baby girl. So in any event, it seems like, Martell is just looking in and watching and hoping that everybody comes at Melody and basically try to get her to feel some type of sorry or some type of empathy for the people that don't feel empathy for her and what she's going through. Lord have mercy. The gloves is off in this situation. And Tisha, baby, you don't look too good in the situation because your cousin said you was out here talking all her business. You were laughing and you was grinning at Melody's face when you don't even really like Melody at all. So you was telling all your cousins business and making fun of her. Like, Lord have mercy. And now you're going to have a problem because she's talking to Tisha. You was talking to Destiny about Melody. So therefore, it is what it is. You can't basically expect loyalty from somebody when you didn't give them loyalty in the first place. And any event, your cousin said that you wasn't telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth. You was holding some things back. And then, Tisha tried to act like she had no idea what her cousin was talking about. She had no clue. She was lost in the situation, just sitting there lying in that woman's face. And the cousin said, girl, you apologized to me for what you did. So, okay, cousin, she apologized to you, but you still wasn't happy and satisfied with that apology that she gave you because you felt like she didn't validate your feelings. Well, you should have continued to make it known, like, home girl, we need to sit down, have a conversation and talk about it. But in any event, Kiki got her revenge basically talking about Tisha. And it is what it is. She said Tisha had some problems in her marriage, and this ain't the first time that they heard rumors. And so therefore she can't blame Melody for the rumors because there's been rumors, and she had to do some deep cleaning and some deep investigation in her marriage because it shook us. It was shooken. So in any event, the cousins are going against each other. And it seems like they ain't cool at all. And also, it seems like Tisha be out here lying as well. Like, how you gonna sit there and lie to your cousin face like you wasn't talking about her? And then on top of that, you justified, telling her business to Mel and Martell because, your cousin was invited to their Christmas event because of you. So if anything happened, you didn't want it to fall back on you. So in any event, you felt justified in doing it. And you might have not told your cousin that you felt justified in doing it. And why would you be kiki and laughing about your cousin? You wasn't really feeling her from the jump street. You wanted to get cool with Melody, but you realized that Melody could see right through you. You could see each other. So in any event, it's going down, y'all. So how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Please look in the chat. Join my new channel is up there, baby. Let's see what you're saying, Ben. I need to see as what to do with my next best friend. Good evening, Miss Mary Jane. How you doing, Hudson? What's going on with you, baby? Hey, Sandra. What's good with y'all? Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. So, yes, it's definitely going down in this situation. And when it comes to, Tisha felt like it's okay. Tisha felt like everything was cool with her and her cousin, but obviously it wasn't cool, and she didn't really check to find out was it cool or not. And in any event, if her cousin was behind talking about her, okay, girl, you want to talk about me? Cool. But in any event, don't sit in front of her face and say, I didn't say nothing about you. What are you talking about? Oh, tell me what I said because I don't want to put your business out there. So you was talking about her. You did apologize to the situation, but you're not owning up to everything with the situation, as far as, your cousin is saying that you ain't validate her feelings. Like, basically, you feel like she should just get over it quick, fast, in a hurry, and it ain't her problem, and you think that it's okay. And Kimmy's out here basically spreading cheer, letting her sister-in-law know, Tisha, that, hey girl, your cousin's out here running her mouth about you. Oh yes, it went down. I was like, OMG, what is going on? It's getting ugly in this situation. We got a whole lot to talk about. We got a whole lot to get into and break down, baby. But in any event, we got Tiffany. She comes through and she's talking to Melody, and she wants to question Melody about the relationship that she has with Martell, because Martell was out here crying us a river, baby. He was out here crying rivers. He was out here basically looking for empathy, sympathy, payola, anything he can get. He wants you to buy his book. He wants you to buy the calendar. Martell wants you to basically give him something, because, baby, he had the best thing ever. He could have been he was supposed to be running this show. He was supposed to be running this show with Melody, putting everybody in check, because Melody had his back. Even though he was cheating, she still had his back when Marceau and Wanda and what's his name, Maurice, and people were saying negative shit about his ass. She had his back. She was like, nah, y'all ain't gonna do this in front of me. But Martell is too stupid to know better. He's too stupid to know that he had it made. He's too stupid to even realize what he did, and he keeps on doing the same stupid shit. So it is gonna be what it's gonna be for him. You know what I mean? So you might as well go over there with your girl, with your new baby mama, baby, and handle your business, and tell Destiny all the business. Give Destiny ammunition to use against Melody, but it ain't gonna prosper, baby, because people see who you are, and people know who you are, and they know that basically you ain't sorry. You don't got no empathy. You don't got no sympathy. It's all about you and what you want. You can't even own up. And when you own up, it's not just saying I was wrong. It's your action. Your action says that you feel like you were justified in doing the things that you're doing, and continue to do the things that you're doing. You're continuing to harass this woman with a girl that you were sleeping with for 5 years. What does that say about you? You ain't no good character. You ain't no good man like that, baby. You got good body, probably got good head, good leg, good this. But other than that, to be to stand next to you is to stand next to a stupid man, and Melody ain't standing next to no stupid man. It's just gonna be what it's gonna be. But in any event, we get to this situation, and Melody is basically letting, Tiffany know, like, hey, listen, girl, you don't have to be cool with Stormy. Maybe Stormy did this, maybe Stormy did that. You don't got to be cool with her. You can get along, not to get along, or whatever the case may be. And Tiffany is asking these questions. She's like, I heard his side, I want to hear your side, because you wasn't there. Melody was like, girl, I wasn't even invited to the situation. And she was like, well, my side is the truth, honey child. And then, the conversation switched, and we find out Tiffany's, other husband, or Tiffany's other relationship, it really went downhill, because Tiffany wanted money. She wanted gold. She wanted diamonds. She wanted rings. She wanted necklace. She wanted weave. She wanted hair. She wanted edges, baby. She wanted a new attitude. And when she told us that she was 35, I was like, Lord have mercy, she cannot be 35. This woman looked like she is hitting 45, about to be 50, girl. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the stress in your life is, but baby, you do not look 35. You don't look like anything fun about you. You don't look lively. You don't look youthful. You don't look joyous. You just look miserable, and it looks like you trying to fit in. And then on top of that, it looks like you're trying to make your husband fit in. But you guys ain't doing nothing but telling lies after lies after lies. So, it's one of them situations. I'm just like, Lord have mercy. Like, it's just, so in any event, she wanted to get clarity on the situation when it comes to Tiffany. And so she got her clarity, and basically she feels divorce is divorce, family breaks up, and deep things of that nature. But also she lost her soulmate, because she chose to have a better life. She chose to have security. She chose to have a whole bunch of different things that her soulmate couldn't give her. But she's saying her soulmate truly loved her unconditionally, and she couldn't love him unconditionally, because there are some things that she wanted. There's comfortability that she wanted, and she couldn't get it with him, and it was working 24 hours 7 days a week. So therefore she had to move on and find somebody else and do what she need to do to get hers. And Melanie was like, okay, girl, we understand. So we have that situation going on. And look at this dress that she got on. This dress don't look youthful. It might look classy, but this also looks like a dress dress that somebody from the Golden Girls would wear. I don't know what Tiffany got on. Tiffany, this is why Tiffany does look older. What kind of, we say classy, elegant, but what the hell does she got on? Where did she get this dress from? Where she get these big ugly flowers and big ugly branches and leaves and yellow going on? And then the hairstyle, like, girl, you look like you rocking 60 in this outfit. Like, Lord, this is what they wear to church on in the summertime. This is what they wear to Easter Sunday. What do you got rocking, girl? You do not look 35. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you're talking about just for the fun. I am watching the show. Just because you don't agree with me, that don't mean that I'm lying. That don't mean I didn't watch the show. Everybody have a different perspective. Everybody have a different view. People have their favorites. People have this and that. You watch the show and you pick up what you can pick up from it, because they're not giving you every single thing. And yes, they be out here on live saying this and that. You got to put two to two together to figure out who's lying in the situation. And any event, moving on from that, so we have that situation going on. And basically, when it comes to Tiffany, she's going to sit down and have a conversation with Storm. And she's probably wasting her time with Storm. We'll see. Storm looks like that she needs someone to have an issue with, that she needs someone to have a problem with. And the vitriol or the disdain that she has for Tiffany is not worth it. Like, it shouldn't be there. Shouldn't be that strong and that heavy. But it seems like, when it comes to Tiffany, a lot of people on the show don't like Tiffany in the first place. And so therefore she's an easy target. Hey, what's up, Major? How you doing? So therefore she's an easy target. So it's easy to pick with her than it is with the other ladies. So that's where that situation is going. And so, now we got now we got Tisha. Tisha's been coming through, y'all. Tisha's been coming through looking good. Tisha's been coming through with the hairstyle. She's been coming through with the makeup. She's been coming through with everything. She got on her yellow boots in this situation. She got on her white collar shirt, and she's sitting there listening and looking, and her hair is looking fabulous. I was like, girl, I don't know what's going on with LaTisha, but LaTisha got it going on. LaTisha's not playing this season. LaTisha came to play. LaTisha came to tell you guys that she looking good, and she's a contender, and she is beautiful as everybody else on this damn show. And the reason why her husband want to keep her is because she done stayed beautiful. Lord have mercy. And then Tisha, she has that conversation. She sits down with Kimmy and things of that nature. And Kimmy lets her know what's going on. We got Kimmy. She's up here posing. She's taking pictures and everything with her husband. They're in San Juan, Puerto Rico, wherever they at, baby. And they having a good time. And she wants to go back, and she wants to do it all over again, over and over and over. So we shall see how this situation is going to pan out. But in any event, she's trying to keep her nose clean. Nothing that she did or say could actually have anybody upset or mad with her, because she got to tell her sister-in-law what's going on and what's happening. But look how she went on vacation and she got pictures. And we got Marceau. He don't got no pictures. Like, he don't let where you go to Africa at, Marceau? Where did you go to Africa at? Who did you go with? But in any event, now when it comes to Kimmy's telling, Tisha, that your cousin was in here, running your business, telling your business that there was some problems in your marriage and there was some situations going on, girl. So, it is what it is. So basically, Tisha's trying to act like these rumors are not affecting her. She's trying to act like none of the stuff that people are saying about her husband is affecting her on camera. And that's good, because you don't supposed to let your right hand know what your left hand is doing, or your enemies know how you're feeling inside. And if you're hurting inside or whatever, you keep the show going on. But Kiki was like, no, there's issues. They had to really look at that marriage. They had to really evaluate what was going on. So in any event, Mel's not the first person that started these rumors about her husband, or Mel's not the first person that mentioned that there's rumors out here about Marceau. We could talk about, Martell. So why can't I, Diane? Diane, why can't I? Like, I watched the show, and I'm basically telling you, she said that she's 35. She don't look 35. She don't act 35. There's things about her that are not youthful, and she just really seems like she's a Karen in the situation. So therefore, when you watch the show, you analyze things. She doesn't look like a spring chicken. She looks like a well, rotisserie chicken. So why can't I say it? Like, Lord have mercy, can't speak. What's going on, Darlene? How you doing, baby? How you doing? What's going on? Like, if someone thought that I look old, you can say. If you think somebody else look old, you can say it. So basically, we're just supposed to be, we're not supposed to say what we really think. So be fake and fugazi out here in these streets. Like, Lord have mercy. I'm complimenting, Miss Tisha. I compliment Tisha. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that when it comes to Mrs. Tiffany, she looks very older than 35. She doesn't look youthful. It looks like the life has been drained out of her, which I can therefore say maybe she's not in really the marriage that she wants to be in, or the loving marriage that she wants to be in, because her soulmate is deceased. And basically she's taken whatever God has given her. You know what I mean? But in any event, we got Tisha. Tisha done come through. Look what Tisha got on. This is youthful. Her hair is youthful. Her style is youthful. Her makeup is youthful. Her lipstick, everything that she got going on looks youthful, looks young. She don't look 35, but she looks youthful. Like, she has that energy. Like, I feel good. I'm happy with myself. I can show a little bit of this and at the same time be classy with the situation. What's up, Gucci? How you doing? Hey, Major. I'm just saying she look old. Shit. She look old. Like, Lord have mercy. When they say the society has become sensitive, yes, that is very true. It is what it is. But in any event, when we get down to Tisha, Tisha was like, basically, I thought me and my cousin was cool. I thought me and my cousin worked this situation out. Since when did she become Melanie's friend? Since when have her and Melanie hooked up? And, I'm not being invited to a party, but my cousin is? Like, okay, so now you're using my cousin to go against me, Melody. Now you're using my cousin to spill tea on me, Melody. So in any event, she's calling out Melody, and she's calling out her cousin as well. And she said basically they're getting together to work against her. And in any event, when it comes down to the situation, if you and your cousin really didn't work it out, we probably wouldn't have seen your cousin this season if it wasn't for Melody having that, party. But excuse me. But when it comes down to it, something ain't right, something ain't sweet. And she had to know that her cousin was still holding hostility, if something was going on. And how come your cousin's not around with you? So with that situation, I don't know why the cousin didn't bring up that she's still feeling a certain type of way when it comes to Tisha and have that conversation with Tisha. But at the same time, Kiki is old enough to go to any party that she wants to, and if she's asked a question, she can either answer the question or she can decline to answer the question. But in any event, Kiki decided to answer the question and say yes, there's some problems in her marriage, and she had to look through. They had to clean some walls, they had to burn some sage, they had to wash the house down, they had to do some things, baby. But in any event, she's basically saying that Melody's teaming up against her with her cousin, and she's really not feeling that situation at all. I was like, Lord have mercy. And Kiki feels like, yo, whatever you said about her and telling her business and laughing, Kiki ain't got over it. And Kiki want to get you back. And Kiki gonna say what she gonna say. Kiki could have said a whole lot more, but Kiki didn't say a whole lot more. So you better be careful. And in any event, you can't really get mad at Kiki if she's talking about you, because you talked about her. You set the first match, and then you put it out, and she felt like reuniting that match and that fire, and that's exactly what Kiki did. And so I wouldn't do that if I was Kiki. Kiki should have been telling her cousins, Tisha, how she felt. She should have told her how she felt. She should have told her that, like, yo, I don't like the way I don't feel your apology. I'm still hurt. Like, I still need you to make this up to me. I still need something going on. And Tisha saying, I thought we had our 4-hour conversation. I thought we hashed this out. This shit is 5 years ago. Now you're bringing the shit back up. Now you started more trouble. Now, me and Melody ain't cool. So now you sitting over there, sipping tea and pouring my tea as well. Who knows exactly what was said all the way together. I'm just like, Lord have mercy. It's going down. Well, that's Tiffany. You think she really cares about what you think she looks like? Girl, she don't even know me. I'm just talking on my channel. That's all I'm doing. She don't know me and I don't know her. You know what I'm saying? She don't know who I am. So if I'm reviewing a show and I want to say my opinion, when people review the shows or they recap shows, they give you their opinion on the show, and sometimes they give you a little bit of extra. And I gave a little bit extra, and it seems like you're in your feelings over the situation. And I'm sorry that you're in your feelings. I'm just talking. I'm just being me. You know what I mean? I can't even be me out here in these streets. I'm hoping the other couple will open up about their marital problems. That will never happen. Kiki is making this season interesting so far. Kiki is not playing Anteater. Kiki is out here in these streets doing exactly what she want to do, baby. Kiki is like, you know what? It's going to happen. Kiki was like, you know what? I don't forgive you. But Kiki should have told her that in the first place. And Kiki shouldn't have been acting like everything's all good. Because I think if Kiki didn't act like everything was all good, if that's the case, maybe Tisha would have tried to do more in a situation to make her feel better. But I don't think that Tisha really cares about Kiki's feelings. I think she really cares that you're not loyal to me. And that's the problem with Tisha. Tisha wants everybody to be loyal to her, but she hasn't been loyal to everybody. She's only been loyal to her husband. That's who she's supposed to be. She hasn't been loyal to Melody. She hasn't been loyal to Kimmy. She hasn't been loyal to Kiki. But then when someone does something that she don't like, she screams, she hollers, she wiles out on the ground. She says, stop, drop, and roll, let it hang out. I'm about to get in this situation. And she's mad, and it's unfair. And also, she's just like her husband with the double talking. And so, therefore, a lot of people are saying that, Tisha's abused by her husband. No, she's just like her husband. The conversation is just like her husband. Like, they don't have empathy for others. They don't have empathy for other people's feelings. They don't feel sorry for a mother sucker. If they want to eat, like, what did Marceau say? He goes, if you come for me, I'm gonna set it off. And that's the situation. But he can do things and say things that can offend people, but it's okay. And then Tisha does the same exact thing as her husband. So they are each one, they are just alike in the situation. It's not like I feel sorry. It was like, oh, you did this to me. You did this to me. But she doesn't see that she does anything to anybody else. And if Tisha was there at the party, she wouldn't have owned up and she wouldn't have told the truth anyway. So to get the truth out the situation, you had to bring Kiki in to tell the truth, because Tisha would have said, I never heard a rumor. I never had a problem. I never had an issue with my husband. I never had nothing going on. So therefore, it's a lie. And then on top of that, you can't blame her for doing that, because in any event, it's going to hurt her, because people will destroy your marriage. Look what's going on with Jada. Jada, as we speak, Jada Pickett is getting dragged right now on Instagram. You know what I mean? And they're blaming her for Will's issues. So, in any event, okay, I am 54 and loving all the natural. I know, Mary, speak your opinion, peep. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Major Kiki seems having a problem letting stuff go. Like Tisha, yes, they have a problem. Like Tisha, but I want her to put her grown ass panties on. No, Lord have mercy. Me and my feelings, never that. Well, you know what? I at this point, I really forgot about, the situation, Diane. I don't know, Diane. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. But in any event, moving on with this situation, it just seems like, especially when it comes to Tisha don't understand that people hurt, because she can't be vulnerable. And and I don't think she's allowed to be vulnerable when it comes to her husband, because if she's vulnerable, that's weak. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna apologize. He ain't gonna say that he did anything wrong, not publicly. And I don't blame him, because they'll use that against you. But at the same time, if you want to show a softer side and people to understand where you're coming from, that's one thing. But the character that Tisha and her husband has displayed so far, it has worked for them, and it's keeping their shit, is keeping their ship tight. So in any event, it's going down, baby. So now, yes, Miss Tisha, she got a war going on. She got a little beef going on with the family. The family's running her business, which is unfortunate. that, they couldn't even sit down and have a conversation, which they did about 5 years ago, but evidently something was still going on, something was still happening, you know what I mean? Like, she just felt like Tisha wasn't there for her. And it's just like, girl, if you're feeling that way, go talk to her. But at the same time, you can't get the truth out of Tisha. Tisha's never going to show you her poker. She always has her poker face on, just like Marcel always has his poker face on. So, and then in any event, most people, when they can't get through to you, either they leave you alone or they attack. And right now we got Kiki. She's attacking the situation. Okay. Oh, Diane, you just don't gotta be rude. You don't gotta be rude. That's it. If you sit here to listen or whatever, let me do my thing. You know what I mean? Like, you're interrupting. Like, for real, for real. Let me do my thing. Let me say, the bitch look old. She look old. Shit. But in any event, moving back on to Love and Marriage Huntsville, let's get down to the situation. So in any event, when it comes to Marceau, you already know he's ready for this conversation when it comes to Lou. And Lou basically talking about that he knows Marceau. He knew him for years. They knew him over here. They knew him over there. Marcel put that man right in his place and let him know what was up, what was giddy, what was good in the situation, and let him know, you can't speak on me, you can't speak on my wife, you can't speak up on anything. I don't know who you be, I don't even know who you is, and I never broke bread with your buddy, so I don't know what you talking about. I was like, damn, Lou and Tiffany just be getting dragged. They just be looking like they be lying out here in the streets, even though we know Marceau be lying, but at least he has on his poker face, and he'll back that up all the way up. He'll back it all the way up. he'll back it all the way up, y'all. He don't be playing with this situation. And when he told Lou about himself, I was like, damn, that's how we gonna do it. That I was like, what? Like, we gonna go all the way here with this situation? And he was like, Lou, you can't speak up on me. When I married Tisha, I was in my 20s and I knew that she was going to be my wife forever. This is not for play. This is not for TV. This is not a game show. This is not, I'm going to watch the season and catch up, and I'm going to speak on Marceau and Tisha's marriage and acting like they got problems and they got issues going on when you don't even know me, buddy. I was like, damn, okay, Marceau. Marceau was sitting there reading that man for filth. That man didn't know what to do. That man was just sitting there like, oh my God. He was sitting there like, if I can get up and walk away, I will. Lou was out here telling his wife that, if mother sucker get rowdy, bout it with the situation, I'ma jump up and get froggy with him. Lou is the first one that apologized. Lou is the first one was like, well, you don't owe me an apology, Marceau. And then, Mr. I was like, what? Like, what? I was like, Lou, Tiffany, your husband's going out bad. He's going out bad in the situation. You giving him a pep talk and trying to make him strong, girl. He's as good as it can get. He sat there, he got read to death. You're like, yes. And Marceau said, he don't know y'all. He don't know y'all. He don't know y'all. Y'all may have seen me, and that's as close as you got is seeing me, but y'all don't know me, so don't speak up on me in my marriage. Okay, baby girl, talking about we can't tell the truth, we can't talk to each other, we can't do this, we can't do that. Girl, mind your business. He's out here reading your husband. Like, I was like, what? Tisha lies too much. Why apologize for something that didn't happen? Not mad at Kiki. She ain't did with her own cousins behind the issues. Amen. It's a whole Lou did all that big talk and then let Marcel son him right in front of his face, Major. For real, for real. Harrison, I would like to see Tisha have a voice of her own. Her husband don't allow her to have her own voice to speak on nothing. He's very controlling. She has degrees. So what? Say, oh. He can't jump. Like, Lord have mercy. Tisha is better than that. Smart, and for a man to tell you to stay home and raise kids, something's not right there, folks. He don't want her to get in trouble. And he want her working because he's been complaining about money, so she's bringing money in, and he's doing way too much. And you already know the situation with him. He wants it. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. She's been with him since her early 20s. You know what I mean? And it's just gonna be one of them situations. But she's acting just like him, where she can't hear people out, where it's her way or the highway, where I'm just not gonna talk to you. It's done. It's finito. It's over. And it's like she's walking away from her cousin, but at the same time, she had the same issues with Kimmy, and she's crying out to Kimmy and calling Kimmy, but yet she said Kimmy didn't have her back. Kimmy said, we wasn't sisters-in-laws. I would have been let your ass go, okay? And then she's able to forgive that situation. She's able to, hug up with her, but at the same time, her own blood, they can't get on one accord. And it had to be a lot of shady ish going on between the family and the talk and things that were said. And probably Kiki not really feeling that Tisha really even cared. Like, girl, you got problems, you got issues. Because Tisha also, what she's supposed to do, she puts herself on a pedestal above a lot of other people, just like her husband do. And if you don't believe in yourself, ain't nobody else gonna believe in you. But at the same time, it's a negative attribute if you use it the way that they use it on the show when they're talking to people. Like, oh, I don't want to be your I ain't gonna well, it's done, it's over. Like, no, can we sit and have the conversation? Why are you running outside to go talk to Kimmy? Talk to your cousin right there. And then why are you denying the conversation? Then you agreed that you did have the conversation. And that's something that her husband will pull. So she's basically, they're one and the same. They're interchangeable, really. If you want to get coy about the situation. And to me, I feel like Tisha wanted that friendship with Mel, wanted to be Mel, but at the same time, her husband wasn't feeling it. Then her husband, trying to hang out with Mel and see what's going on with Mel, that she's a divorced woman. I feel like, Tisha had a lot of, inside struggles with this show, with the other ladies, and with her marriage. And this is why she really doesn't have a good relationship with everybody, because she can't get close to people, because she really doesn't know how to have empathy. And she get it from her husband. Like, Lord have mercy, she get it from her husband, baby. But in any event, moving on from that situation, um it's just, I was just like, okay, so let's get back to, this is 4, let me get to 3. And so getting back to this whole situation, when it comes to Marcel basically putting Lou in his place and checking Lou, and Lou is sitting there in that chair like he didn't know what to do. He just sitting there like, oh man, this guy's eating me up. And then I felt like it was kind of, I think Marceau was actually kind of like taking a shot at Lou but he was giving an example when he goes, if you fat, if you look good, if you're pretty, you're cute, or your clothes, you can think a certain way about it. Why he talk about weight? Because Lou is fat. So why he talk about Lou weight in front of his face? I know Lou felt that shot, that Marceau threw a shot at him when he said you could be fat, you could be pretty, you can have on these ugly shoes, but you're not supposed to speak on it. So Marcel just basically said like, yo, listen, have that drink what you need to drink, because we're gonna get down to the situation, we're gonna speak on it. And Marcel was like, yo, you don't know enough about me to speak on my marriage, you don't know anything about me, you don't know nothing about me. And basically letting him know that we ain't friends and we ain't never been friends. And then we have Lou trying to throw that up in a situation where I know you. And Marcel said, this is not one of these situations. Marceau said, this is not one of these situations where we are going to disagree to agree. That's not going to be the situation. And Marcel said, who the hell are you thinking that you can talk about my marriage? Who do you think you are that you have the right to talk about my marriage? And then Lou was like, I didn't talk about your marriage in detail. I just talked about what I saw. And basically Marceau is like, yeah, what you saw on TV, you don't know me personally, you don't know me inside and out. Like, how dare you speak on something that you only seen a few minutes of on TV, and basically basically make a synopsis out the situation and then address it and then throw that at me like you're some type of authority on the situation of marriage when you've been divorced and you ain't even been as married as long as I've been married to my wife, Tisha. I married her when I was a young man, and I married her for forever and to death do us part, and I'm still with her, okay? You already know Marceau ain't letting his wife go, and you ain't gonna talk about his wife, you ain't gonna talk about his shit, you ain't gonna disrespect him without him, washing the concrete with you. And that's what he did. He sat there with that black turtleneck on and told Lou about himself. So Tiffany might be a little bit more unattracted to you. I was like, Lord, Marcel was a big guy in the past. He's not that fit now. What? 50 came in here and said that. I was like, seems like they have been acquainted for years, but Louis doesn't really know Marcel. That's the way he and Tiffany tries to. I know you way back then. Like, but what did you know about me? Anything that you can use about me? Anything that you can say about me? Anything you can say about my marriage that give you the right to judge the characteristics of me and the dynamics of me and my wife together? No, you don't know shit about me to say anything about me. So why would you? Especially you being a new buck on the show and coming through. I'm the wrong person to come for. And right there, Marceau, let Lou know you come for me, baby. It's gonna be on and popping. We're gonna sit here and I'm going to annihilate you with my words. I was like, Lord. Sometimes it's up to that fake conversation between Lou and Marceau. Lou was about to tell the whole long it has been around. I know. I wonder if Tisha has a sideline. Her folks saying she never spoke of any of Tisha's secrets. She didn't. She didn't speak. I don't think Kiki didn't really say anything when it comes to Marceau and Tisha's marriage, but something got out. And when it comes to Kiki, it was really embarrassing information. And for you to tell that embarrassing information to somebody else you don't know, that really gotta hurt. But at the same time, if Kiki forgave her, why is she bringing the shit up now other to only be messy? And basically you did it to me, so now I'm gonna do it to you. And any event, moving on from that, Lou says, I did not go into detail about anything about your marriage. It was just based on what I saw. And that's what Marcel said. So you based your comment off of what you saw. If I see someone, if someone is overweight, if someone's clothing don't look right, I could speak up on it, but I'll keep it to myself because I don't have a relationship with them to actually tell them that, okay, you're overweight, okay, your clothing looks bad. It's my opinion, but I shouldn't put it out there. And that's when Lou said, I've been here since 1999, baby. So I've been here since 1999, mother sucker. I know everything about you. Lord have mercy. And he goes, I even knew you prior to I moved here in 1999. Marcel said, you have known of me, but we ain't never broke bread. Okay. And then Lou apologized to Marcel. He apologized to Marceau, basically saying, Marceau basically made his point like, your opinion and what you said was fugazi because you really don't have detailed information to even come with a foundation or suggestion. You are just like people like me out here that watch us on TV and think you know everything about our marriage. Just because you see Instagram lives and stuff, Lord have mercy, the way that you talk and the way that you treat that woman and the way that you don't let her speak or advocate when she wants you to advocate for her is basically saying Ariane is a liar and all of the other stuff. You won't say that. You won't dare touch that. But yet you will talk about the situation. You will post a picture, but she can't. Okay. So, and Marcel said, Lou, do you think? And so that's when, Maurice was like, you owe him an apology. And then Marceau with his ass, he turns around, he said to Lou, do you think I owe you an apology? And Lou was like, I don't know. If you think you owe me an apology, mother sucker, you couldn't sit up there and say, yeah, I think you owe me an apology for this, that, this, and the other. And Lou was like, yo, you talked about my marriage. And Marceau said, I only talked about your marriage because you talked about mine. And the reason why I read you for filth is because you disrespected my marriage. And I was responding to the disrespect that you said. And then we got Lou basically licking his tail between his legs and licking it, baby, and making sure that hair lay down in the back. And he wagged his tail on off, basically saying, only if you think I owe you an apology. And Marceau was not about to give him an apology. Maurice, the older brother, had to come through and give him an apology. And it was just like, yo, Marceau was sitting there talking plenty of shit. Marceau, I ain't gonna even lie, Marceau looked good talking shit to Lou. He looked good. He was sitting there like, yo, oh, we gonna have this conversation. Well, I'm gonna teach you a lesson. I'm gonna smack you while I'm teaching you a lesson, but I'm gonna teach you a lesson. I was like, what? Lou, baby, Lou, you took that L, baby. You took that L, baby. And Maurice was like, you should apologize because the way that you came at him, you attacked him and all this other stuff. And so then Maurice was like, yo, you should apologize. And then we get a little sidebar from Maurice. And Maurice is basically saying his brother used to be a nice one. He said his brother, when he was young, he was sweet. He don't know if the money got to his head. He don't know if the position that he has got to his head. But he used to be humble. He used to be sweet. He used to have a heart. And he's just looking at his brother like, I can't believe my brother's sitting here, got away. We're talking this bullshit to this man right in front of his face and being so arrogant about it, knowing that he was wrong in turn. And has this man apologizing to him and thinking that he don't owe this man an apology because two rights don't make a wrong. And Maurice was like, Maurice was like, I proved my case. Another one bites the dust. I was like, what is going on, y'all? What y'all saying in here? If Marceau doesn't want people to talk about his marriage, get your ass off of TV. Amen, Amen, Jones. Pink love, Lou. I know Pink love. I don't know what's going on. Tisha lies and talk too much. I wouldn't tell her anything. Facts. My goodness, he left her at the altar on her anniversary when the poor girl just wanted to renew her vows. I know, Crystal. That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. That's a shame. That's a shame. Like when Tisha wanted that vow renewal, that crap refusal to do it in front of their friends. He played the shit out of her, but she act like it didn't bother her. Bull. And that's what she does. She acts like things don't bother her. And because she has to act like that at home, she acts like that with other people because all she knows is how her husband teaches her. And that's why Wanda be jumping in and trying to tell her what to do and tell her not to be like this, not to be like that, and cuss him out because the daughter won't stick up for herself because she feels like she needs to be mute. And so that's why Wanda be out here swinging for her daughter at the same time when it comes to her husband. But now Wanda's back on his side. He didn't invest and gave her some money. Hold on. If Marcel lied, Lou let him get away with it. Yeah, he did. Lou just let him get away with it because he couldn't win that argument. So it just lets you know Lou ain't got no backbone at home. Or maybe Lou felt like he was wrong, that he really didn't know shit about their marriage and he jumped in and he shouldn't have jumped in because he basically broke bro code. And then if he knew this man since 1999 and then on, why would you speak up on him like that when he didn't do anything to come at you? You know what I mean? And then also Marceau acting like he's transparent. He's not transparent. You know what I mean? He only says what he want to say, when he want to say, and how he want to say it. And he doesn't really directly answer questions. And this is how Tisha is becoming, basically being diplomatic. And in any event, Marceau, he ran this particular episode. And the sad thing about it is Martell was supposed to be doing what Marceau is doing. Martell dropped the bag, he dropped the soap, he dropped everything. And now Marceau, he's moving in and he's like the leader of the show. That was supposed to be Martell's part. Him and Melanie was supposed to run this shit together. And they were, until he started doing what he was doing. And they couldn't hide the cracks in their marriage anymore because homegirl was out here running his mouth. And that's the difference between Martell and Marceau. Marceau ain't gonna let no woman come and mess up his home, mess up his happy home to him. It don't matter if his wife is happy, because if that was the case, he would have brought her ass along to Africa. As soon as he came back from Africa, he would have took her ass to Africa, and he didn't. So okay, so in any event, but he ain't gonna let he's not going to deal with a woman like Ariane. He's not gonna deal with her. He's not gonna deal with any woman calling his cell phone, calling his house, talking to his wife, up on Instagram, posting shit. He gonna do something about it. He gonna put the fear of life in her. You know what I mean? That's just what he gonna do. He ain't gonna let no outsider step in and destroy what he's trying to build. Even if he was wrong cheating, he's not going to give that woman, you know, the ammunition to use against his wife. He's not going to talk about his wife with that woman. He's not going to allow that to happen. He's going to protect his home from outsiders, but at the same time, he's not protecting his home from his raging and from his manipulation and from his lies and his deceit. It's like, you better eat it up. Like, you can't disagree with him, and that's not cool at all. Wanda got her food truck. Wanda has a food truck. I heard the food is really good. You know that food's good. You can tell Wanda can cook. Look at Wanda. Wanda can cook. Wanda be in that house cooking them hush puppies, them pretzels, them potatoes and fries. Wanda got a husband and a boyfriend. You know her ass be cooking for the men. That's how you keep them sometimes, especially if you're down south. You cook a good meal and you jump on top. It's over with. Tisha is what you call a submissive wife. Marcel embarrassed LaTisha in front of the world. Yeah, he gonna keep her. Lord. Wanda got her food truck and she's gone. So Lou just really got disrespected. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. Maurice had to sit there and check his brother. And Maurice was like, yo, why you disagreeing with me right now? That's your problem, older brother. When you got somebody on the ropes, you don't supposed to let them up. You know what I mean? I'm running this shit. This is what you supposed to be doing. This is the big man shit you supposed to be doing, Maurice. And Maurice was like, you need to apologize. Like, you know, this is some cracker shit that you're doing. And I was just like, Lord have mercy. That's definitely what went on. So at least Marceau, he did apologize because his brother made him apologize. And that was just the situation. Then we got poor Martell. You know, basically he's like, woe is me. Melody won't bring the kids around. Melody did this. Melody did that. I'm creating this wine so I can get some women to come through. And like, isn't women your problem in the first place, Martell? Isn't women the issue? Is women the problem? Because you don't know how to control yourself. You don't know how to have an open, honest relationship. How can anybody believe anything that you say? How can anybody take you serious with the way that you're acting and behaving, regardless of what went down? You know, you cheated, you was out here in these streets, but you know, you're whispering sweet nothings in Ariane's ear, and then you're doing the same thing with your wife, and then you got them pregnant around the same time, and then Melody had to have an abortion because of you. And well, she didn't have to. You know, shit just went down. Shit wasn't right. Like, you was just running around here like you still 16, like you still 17. And like you shouldn't have been on TV. TV wasn't meant for you to be on. And then on top of that, you still out here posting, trying to do everything, you know, to make your ex-wife jealous and big up your new baby mama. But in the midst, you're hurting your children. And you don't see it. You're the one that caused the pain. You're the one that caused the hurt. And if you wasn't happy, if you wasn't satisfied with Melody, if she wasn't going downtown on you, if she wasn't making you feel like you was the man of the house, then you should have left on one accord with none of the negative stuff attached. If you would have walked away from this marriage without being with other women and out, you know, having other women calling your phone, talking to your wife, what kind of shit is that? Like, I ain't never had, look, we don't do shit like that. Now when you get past 25, your game and everything that you do is supposed to be tight and it's supposed to be right. When you're out here running the streets and you cheating, you dipping and dabbing, if you don't know how to control the people that you're with, the things that you're doing, for it not to blow up in your face, you shouldn't be doing it at all in the first place. Okay. And you can't be on TV portraying that you're this wonderful guy and Melody's not doing this, she's not doing that, when you got a girl that's sitting here on Instagram exposing everybody on the crew. Like, this is the woman that you picked. This is the situation that you wanted. You know what I mean? So now you got it. And then on top of that, like, yo, what about your kids? It's like, yo, men just be thinking what's between their legs. His happiness, not his kids' happiness. No, nothing. And if you would have walked away from that marriage without doing what you did, and then on top of that trying to justify it, you probably would have got mail at that book signing. You could walk up in the house anytime you want, you know what I mean, because you left on one accord, but you left like a grimy idiot. You left like somebody that don't got no sense. Your building license, did you ever get it? You've been trying to take that test forever. Melody's running the business, handling the kids and everything, and all you had to do was just do right, and you couldn't even do that or be honest about doing wrong or going to help and really trying to get counseling. Melody tried to set that up, but you too smart for anybody. So therefore, that's why now you're begging Marceau for back into the group. Like, you begging, like you messed up everything that you had, and that's the difference between you and Marceau. Marceau's not gonna let nobody come in and divide his family. Wanda ain't gonna do it. Melody ain't gonna do it. You ain't gonna do it. Viewers ain't gonna do it. Nobody's gonna do it. Okay. He checked his wife the first episode this season. Marceau said to his wife, when what's her name? Tisha said to him, we're going to do this. We're going to go on vacation. And that's not a question. I'm not asking you a question. I'm telling you I'm doing it. He goes, girl, you must have been reading them comments. Would you feel empowered? I was like, what? And so that's the difference. His game ain't tight. His game ain't right. Sometimes men pick women that don't want to mess up their marriage, that don't want to be number one, that don't want to come between that. He didn't pick that. He picked a young woman that was fertile and ready to settle down and all this other stuff. He didn't use a master plan to pick Ariana. He didn't use that. He just saw a girl at a barbecue looking good. I'm gonna live my teenage years out again. I'm gonna live my youthful years out again. Knowing when he have all this stuff on the table, he didn't once think, you know what, if this get out and everything breaks up between me and my wife, we're connected in this business, we're connected in that business, we got a TV show going on. You could have been having the books with the kids, promoting them, promoting yourself. You could have really had a legacy for your family, but you decide to take that away because of your own selfish needs. It was all about you. It wasn't about your wife. It wasn't about your kids. It wasn't about anybody that do business with you. People that did business with you didn't want to do business with you no more because they don't want to be part of some messy shit. Because you know what? One thing that they don't do is let outsiders come in and try to, disrespect the wife, disrespect what they built, disrespect their home. Even though he's disrespecting it already, they pick women that don't do that. So he still haven't got his builder's license. And so now, so he's out here, crying, I'm doing this alone. Like, you messed up. If you would have left that woman and left her on the right accord, y'all would have still be doing business together. The kids, you would have the kids anytime you want. You wouldn't even have to have a custody situation because you left with respect, you left with honor, and you didn't. So how is anybody going to honor you? And now y'all here begging again. Like, Lord have mercy. He's out here begging. He's trying to bring Mel down in the situation, saying that she's a problem. She's a situation. She didn't bring the kids and things of that nature when you know it wasn't your day. And if you expect her to drop everything for you, that's not going to happen because you didn't drop everything for her. You didn't drop everything for your kids. You didn't drop everything for your family. You didn't drop everything for your business. You didn't do that. You didn't put that woman on the back burner. No, you put her on the front burner, gave her ammunition to use against everything. You didn't even have a burner phone. You should have had a phone that was locked up in the safe. You should have got a pager or something. Like, you wanted to get caught. And if you wanted to get caught like that, you should have just walked away from the marriage. But you thought that you can have your cake and eat it too. And now you're out here hustling, trying to build yourself back up, when you should have this show and everything that you are working in has to deal with marriage and family. It's called Love, Marriage, Huntsville. So therefore, it was based up on family values, family. And everybody on the show that comes through, whether it's the doctors, the builders, the investors, they have family, they have marriages, they have children. And if one of you guys are, moving away from what the ultimate goal is and the ultimate image that they have out here, they're not going to be next to you, because then you're going to bring fright and you're going to bring chaos to their home, and that's not what they want. But in any event, we shall see. So, you have Martell, basically, he wants to have a wine party. He's inviting just about everybody. And also, Mel said that she wasn't even invited to the book signing. You want Mel to drop everything. She had a death in the family. It's her time to have the kids, not your time. But you want her to bring the kids. And then on top of that, she said that she don't even believe that she was invited. You still petty. And you shouldn't be petty. And so therefore, this is why he's getting what he's getting. And it's going to be like that. It's going to be the situation. And it's going to seem like everything's falling. And yes, you did have the right you had the looks. You had everything. You threw that all away for some pussy? Like, Lord, what? Sad. Just no self-control. So who wants to do business with somebody that don't got self-control? Somebody that's just, and then Martell, he basically had a cookbook with him showing his muscles. Another thing, it's about him. It's about his image. It's about, I'm sexy, I'm beautiful. You want me? But baby, if you can't pass the builder's test, and that's supposed to be your career, baby, we don't need you. Like, what's going on? Do you think that these people that you do business with want to see that? Do you think that they want their wife to see this book with this man? They're looking at you like, oh my God, this is trash. Like, this guy is really scum. Like, you're basically considered a criminal to them, the way that you're acting, the way that you're carrying on. Like, they're kind of like high society in their community, and you're basically, below the ground. You're below a worm. You know what I mean? Like, and so, he's just sitting here crying. He wants people to go against Melody and everything else. If that's the case, they would have been had you in their business. They don't want to be bothered with you because you're bad for business. You're bad in each way because you can't control your life. You can't control yourself. You can't control your urges. And if you can't do that, then I don't want to put $1 million with you. I don't want to put $3 million on the line. I don't want to put $10 million on the line with a man that can't control, his urges. Like, come on. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what's going on in this situation? So whatever. And so we get down to this craziness. Stormy, I don't know if you guys like Stormy. There's something wrong with her. She's another one. I don't know. It seems like she got an attitude. It seems like she got a little bit of a problem. It seems like she's aggressive towards Tiffany for no reason. It just seems like she's doing too much and she's trying to really have a storyline. And basically, let's get to know you. Like, have another event. Like, go sit down with Tisha. So now, are we going to have this new girl, Stormy? Is she not going to be friends with Tisha? Is she not going to be friends with Marceau? Is she not going to be friends with, Maurice? You know what I mean? So basically, she's going to be under Mel. And then once her head gets big enough, she's going to betray Mel. Is that what's going to happen? Like, you're not really showing us anything that's interesting about you. Okay, I'm very sorry that you did have a hard pregnancy. So we learned that. But her animosity towards Tiffany doesn't really seem genuine, doesn't really seem authentic. And Tiffany's easy to, shade and read real quick. But, it just seems like you're doing too much and your attitude towards her is just like, come on. Oh, and Tiffany was like, well, so that means Tiffany was like, well, if you're a friend of Mel's, you're a friend of mine. And she was like, well, hold on, we'll see about that. Like somebody's dying for your friendship, girl. You dying to be on the show. Tiffany's already here, baby. Tiffany done already started her shit, said her shit, lied her way through, pretending like she still worked for the Commerce. And that was like 5 years ago, pretending like she had an intimate, long relationship. relationship with Marceau and his wife Tisha. Like, she already doing her thing. Now you coming after her for what? Like, let's see you bust a move, girl, other than busting Tiffany's bubble, okay? Like, it ain't cool. Like, I hope she moves past it. But her little attitude, and let Tiffany be Tiffany. Tiffany ain't doing nothing to you. You're all up in her business. Well, if you want to defend Mel so bad, go rush Tisha. Go rush Tisha. Go talk to Tisha. Go tell Tisha you don't like the way that she talked about Mel. Go tell Tisha you don't like the way she did this. Go tell Tisha you don't like the way that she made Mel feel. Go tell Tisha that Mel ain't a mean girl. Go tell Tisha that shit. Why you telling Mel's friend that's already on her side that shit? You know what I mean? You're not interesting. So I don't know what you guys think about Stormy. She's coming on too strong for no reason. You know what I mean? Look, she's coming like Miss T 3000. What's going on? He ruined his own brand. Marcel said last season he didn't want to work with Martell. Yes, facts. A Fisher, you go, Mary Jane. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Basically, he's lazy. Lord have mercy. Y'all killing me. He's sick in the head. He was once upon a time blessed with a perfect wife, and now has the great Whitney saying he has nothing. I have nothing at all. If I don't have you, don't let me try to sing, y'all. He ain't have to, because he could move through melody. That's why he's trying to get back in with Marcel so he can move without that test. And you know what I mean? Like, if you know that your shit's not tight, why would you, like, it's just like, if everything depends on this one person for me to continue to make these millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I need this person because this person has the builder's license. I'm working under this person. Why would I bite the hand that feeds me? And that's what he did. And he messed up his whole situation. And none of these guys want to get him, an opportunity. And maybe Marceau might give him that opportunity, but I'm not sure. So Tiffany did the best that she could, and she tried to be nice, to Stormy, and she tried to, make it cool. Tiffany's fake, you know what I mean? And it seems like Stormy's fake too. So we got two fake females, you know what I mean? They seem fake and they don't seem authentic. And that's what Stormy's coming off at, because if you really about it and you really acting like you so down for Melody, well then go over there and talk to Tisha, okay? Tiffany is not a bother. She's not even an issue. She's not even a problem. You know what I mean? Like, her husband's getting punked. She done got punked. She's been exposed that she lied about, her working, basically telling everybody she's from the Commerce and things of that nature. Then she came in and came at Kimmy and her stepson. You know what I mean? She did her work, and she put in her hard work to be scandalous. You need to put in your own hard work and stop trying to take the easy road and come after Tiffany. You know what I mean? Tiffany's no prize, but at the same time, you're doing too much and you're not giving us nothing. And you coming on so barbaric in the situation, and you just got like this nasty little face, like you you gonna do something, like you somebody. You look like you're always crying. You look like you're high. You know what I mean? Like, girl, like, fall back. Like, you're doing way too much for no reason. Like, she's mad at this lady for no reason. She got her own problems. And she's like, oh, you was rude. Like, oh, girl. Like, and Tiffany was like, oh, God, I got to sit here. I gotta be here. Tiffany's just trying to be cool in the situation, but in any event, it is what it is. Now we get down to this situation, and it don't look good at all when it comes to Tisha. Tisha confronts Kiki and saying that I heard you was talking about me at Mel's party. I thought that we was in a good space. Kiki said and Kiki was saying, I thought we was in a good place too, till I heard that you was degrading me, and the way that you was talking about me, the way that you was talking bad about me. So has Tisha recently been talking bad about her? We're talking about something that happened 5 years ago. Now, if we're talking about something that happened 5 years ago, Kiki, I'm gonna need you to go get help. Or is Tisha still talking, but we ain't seeing it on the show? And Kiki says, And Kiki says, so you mad at me because you feel that I was saying things about you, or I was saying something that you told me? Like, I don't even understand this whole situation when it comes to, you know, what's her name? LaTisha, why LaTisha's confronting her? She's mad, she's upset that she finds out that Kiki was talking about her. And basically Kiki's responding like, girl, so you mad, you upset because you think that I was talking about you and I spilled your business and it was in confidence. And Kiki said, however, you went behind my back and you was talking about behind my back. Kiki says she thought she could trust her cousin, but she found out that she could not trust her cousin. Kiki says she thought that they was good, but however, the conversation that she had with that, you know, LaTisha had with Martell and Melody, basically around Christmas time, telling her business, she felt a certain type of way about the situation because she felt like she was telling her personal business. And if this happened 5 years ago, she's still not over it. I mean, like, you know, Kiki, just say like, oh, I don't mess with you and I'm gonna talk about you as much as I want to talk about you. Like, what do you want Tisha to do? Tisha said that she apologized to you, but I don't know why Tisha was up in your face basically saying that she didn't say anything and she wasn't talking about her. But then she turns around and said that she was talking about her. And if you tell me what you think that I said, and I'll tell you if it's true, because I won't speak up on your business. And Kiki was like, girl, you've been speaking up on my business. What are you talking about? So in any event, you know, I think Tisha should have just let this be. Let Kiki run her mouth. Let Kiki get it out. Let Kiki, you know, say what she needs to say and keep it moving and not worry about it. Because in any event, it tells you that they really don't have a relationship. They haven't kept in contact. They haven't been talking. They haven't built a relationship since the 5 years ago. So they wasn't going out to tea. They wasn't going out for crackers. They wasn't going out for cheese. They wasn't going out for collard greens. They wasn't going out for none of that. They wasn't talking because, you know, in 5 years there would have been some type of growth in the situation. Tisha thinks that there was growth in the situation and it wasn't growth in the situation. But Kiki feels like, yo, this is her time to shine. This is her time to be on the show. This is her time to get back at Tisha. And basically she feels like Tisha wasn't never really sorry. And Tisha, you know, never really told the truth about the situation, because Kiki is saying that, you know, you was laughing at me and you told personal business. So it was probably some things when she did have that conversation with Tisha probably said, I said this, I said that, I didn't say that other shit about you, I didn't say all that about you, but I said some of these things. And she apologized for some of the things that she said. But I'm feeling like Kiki found out that it was more things that Tisha did say about her that she failed to mention, and that she's still lying, because that's the only conclusion I can have for Kiki to still be mad, other than she's clout chasing and she's getting her time to shine. And then on top of that, she's getting back at her cousin. Her cousin was talking about her to Melody. Now she's going to Melody talking about her cousin. So basically, you did it to me, I'm doing it to you. So two rights don't make it a two wrongs don't make a right. So that's what it seems like. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this Kiki situation. Tisha is fake. And I really believe the social together since the incident. Wanda said that much. Okay, Tisha is fake. Okay, so now hottie stuff. If they did not socialize since after that, then the shit ain't healed. And for Tisha to think that it was healed, that was her loss on the situation. And Mary Jane, who had the bed bugs? I don't know. Not the old guy, Chris. I mean the young guy. Hot stuff. I don't care for Marceau. Tisha, she snitched on her cousin. Lord have mercy. Why she ain't asked Kiki what she said? Kimmy never said what she said. I know. Okay, that's true. That's true. Martell gave up $1 billion business for a peasant. This is just a shame. Lord have mercy. Martell, please, you saw Tiffany fake as F. She's coming on some redemption shit. Yeah. We know Tiffany's fake, but it seems like Stormy's going down that fake road too as well. Somebody said bingo. Supposedly Kiki had bed bugs. Lord have mercy. I thought it was the other one. Yo, listen. For you to go tell your cousin's business and for you to say it's justifiable because, you know, he was invited to their house through me. So what do you guys think about that? Let's just say this. Tisha says that she had to tell Martell and Melody the situation because the reason why Kiki is invited to the situation is because of her and her husband. Is that a good point? Is that a good point or not? Y'all let me know. One, if it's a good point. Two, if no. Let me know. Tisha says that the reason why she told Melody and Martell is because, you know, they was coming to Melody's house and she didn't want to set Melody up. That sounds like a good thing to do. It's like if you're inviting a couple, somebody's coming through, maybe they got the measles, maybe they got the chicken pox, maybe they got bed bugs, you know, maybe they got a domestic situation at home. Like, you want to warn the host about what's coming, you know, to your home. But if you're laughing and kikiing about the situation, or maybe you should have told your cousin Kiki that I need to tell her this just so that she's protected because she has children, she has a family at their house, and I don't want it to reflect bad on me. So it almost feels like Tisha was throwing her cousin Kiki under the bus because it was an embarrassing thing. It was an embarrassed moment. You know, it was just like, oh my God, I don't want to be associated with her. And, you know, I think that Tisha wanted all the attention, and that's one of the reasons why she don't like Mel, is because Mel was getting all the attention on the show. That yes, your husband was checking out Mel, all the guys checked out Mel, all the guys like Mel, all the guys like what Mel does business wise, how she handle her business, her body, and everything else that she's doing on the show to represent and carry the show, as well as you guys are carrying the show with your drama too. But I think Tisha was jealous of that because to me, it felt like Tisha was so happy when the cracks started to show in Melody's marriage. And then when Melody was like, yo, listen, you got cracks in your marriage. Oh, why are you trying to destroy my marriage? Why are you happy that somebody else is going through issues and problems and acting like you're concerned and acting like you care about them and acting like you're trying to keep the peace and all that other stuff when you really don't like her? And you know, you had to get pep talks from your husband to continue to be around Mel. He has to tell you and try to build confidence in you because it felt like you wanted to compete with Mel when Mel was never competing with you. You was competing with yourself, and you was competing with your husband because she's very jealous and she's very insecure. And you know, this is why her and Melody don't have a relationship, in my opinion. It's because of her insecurities, and she wants to throw rocks and hide her hand towards Mel, and Mel realized that this girl ain't really her friend. And to me, it felt like Tisha was gloating that something was going on in Mel's life, and she could get in her confession and say, oh, look at Mel, look, I'm glad that ain't happening to me. I got the best husband in the world, like my marriage is this, woo, Lord. And then all the way around, all these rumors keep coming out about your husband. Keep coming. He keep fighting them off. He be hitting home runs with these rumors. They throw them rumors at him, and he hit them with the bat, baby. Bed bugs are no joke. I had bed bugs, and I brought a nice living room set. And love, see, I did not know it had bed bugs. So look at the furniture. I looked under the cushions, and it was thousands of them. Oh my God, you're making me Harris. You just made my skin crawl, baby. But that is very true. And bed bugs can happen to the best of people. No, you first go to your cousin and let her know. Don't come if your situation ain't straightened out. Facts. You don't go tell, because you know they're going to laugh at you. Martell is going to laugh at you having bed bugs. Do you see how these people are living? Do you see how they're going to be like, oh, child, we in the projects. What they are. with what their skin row and things of that nature. So yes, major facts with that situation. What's up, Ralph? What's up? Love you, Ralph. Love you too. Peep Squad, baby. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. Nothing to be ashamed of if you have them. You just don't want to be responsible for spreading them. Yes, for real. You know? And she should have told, it should have been like that, but that shit to be brought on national TV and be talked about, like, yeah, that's embarrassing. And I don't think Tisha understands how embarrassing that was. And if they didn't have conversations afterwards and try to rebuild that hurt, excuse me, then that's a problem. And Tisha doesn't know how to rebuild that hurt. Her whole life is based upon her husband. And there's nothing wrong with it because there's so many women that want a husband that is dependable and things of that nature. But she, outside of her husband, it's like her relationships with people on the show that's not family members other than, Kiki. It's like to work on that. She doesn't know how to work. She should have been working on that situation because that's totally embarrassing. That's like you said, oh my God, you got roaches and shit like that in your house. And you're telling people that ain't never seen roaches that they're looking at like, oh my God, they must really live in squalor. They must have nothing. They are Skid Row. Do they live in a cardboard box? Like, what's going on? Like, that's all types of tea and shade. And then if you were and then she says that you were laughing at her, Tisha. That hurts because also that brings back Kiki feeling inferior because she doesn't have the lifestyle you have. She doesn't have the lifestyle that Melody has. Like, that's just like a blow, and that's coming from your cousin. So therefore, you should have been prepared for a get back because if your husband would have been prepared for get back. So you ain't learning too much from him, but so you better start sitting down listening to him more because he would have threw all types of bombs over there at Kiki. But so Tisha did Tisha what Major said is the right thing. Tell your cousin not to come through if she got these bed bugs. Point blank, period. Don't come through. Your shit ain't right. Don't come through. Point blank, period. Bed bugs are no longer synonymous with poor hygiene. Bed bugs are hospital moving threat. Yeah, at one point in time, Anteater, it was considered that. But just like I think, was it let me see. Just like Harrison said, like, you can go buy furniture. And I remember this big furniture store where I live at, where they have the most exclusive furniture, but it's like in a warehouse. So everything was contaminated with bed bugs, and people didn't know that. And where the location of the store is at, it's in, a tax bracket that starts, at like $200,000 and up. And people were coming home with bed bugs. So yes, you're definitely right about that, Anteater. Definitely right about that. Funky Dineva said that Huntsville people was calling and telling Kiki's story, but he said he gonna hold on to them for now. Oh, Kiki's out. Kiki's trying to get what she get. You can't blame anybody for the clout chasing. Oh, you must have money to leave all your belongings. Yeah, you have to. You gotta clean them out. You gotta do everything you can to get rid of the bed bugs and stuff like that. Because well, some people got money to leave all their belongings. Some people got money to leave everything. You know what I mean? But other people, and even people that do got money, they still are not going to waste money. It all depends because some people got phobias to things crawling and bugs. And even if there's no more bed bugs, they really think that they still have them and shit like that. Like, some people are traumatized by it. So some people might get rid of their furniture but a lot of wealthy people are going to keep their furniture, and just as well as poor people are going to keep their furniture too as well. They're just going to buy the stuff to clean it and get rid of it because I just paid this much money for this shit, so therefore I'm keeping my stuff. These bugs got to go, and plus you got to get rid of the bugs. And anyway, you got to spray your house because you don't have bed bugs in your house. You know what I mean? Whether it was on the bed, the cushion, the chair, or whatever, you still got to spray your house. So you might as well spray the furniture and get the shit out and then keep it moving. We are all not sure if that's the case of the bed bugs. I know. I think it's more to it. Just because you are poor doesn't mean you have bed bugs. We never had them growing up. Facts, Ralph. There is also rumors that Kiki's situation involving a criminal case. A lot of people are saying that, you know, she got sticky fingers. Allegedly, they're saying Kiki got sticky fingers. So, all right. So if Kiki got sticky fingers, if Kiki was involved in a criminal case, if Kiki got bed bugs, and she's about to go to your friend's house, do you warn your friend? Now, if she got sticky fingers, do you warn your friend? Somebody said she's a klepto. That's what I heard as well. But it's allegedly, I had them torn my house apart, and took me a year to put my house back together. Lord have mercy. I know you have to do what you have to do. You gonna give up your house? Hell no. You know, you buy something, the shit comes into your house, and then from there, and you can get them. You know, it's much more easier to get them a lot. Because growing up, I never heard of bed bugs. I never even knew anything about bed bugs until I went to the store and brought furniture, and the shit had bugs in it. But luckily, you know, a lady came in there. She came to the store, you know, Caucasian woman. She was yelling. She was like, I brought this mother effing, and it has this in there. You already know how people that already think that they're superior and things of that nature, and now they got to go here and yell at these folks that are working in the store, in the furniture store. And so she came in there. So we was like, oh no, we ain't buying nothing in there. And this was a very classy store, but it was covered in bed bugs because it was like a huge warehouse. So everything in that store was covered with bed bugs, but you couldn't see it. So they would have exclusive furniture right off the truck, right out from the designer, will sit up into this big, huge, you know, place. And the place was so big and so huge. It was like, you know, put two Costco's together, or put two BJ's together. Them big, huge stores, put two of them together, put two super Walmarts together. This is how big it was. So you would never really know that the store even had bed bugs. I think the employees must have knew. But in any event, the lady came in and she made a big stink, and we knew, okay, not to buy shit from here. And then I believe after like 6 months later, you know, the building ended up closing down because everybody in that particular neighborhood, they did petitions, they did all types of stuff. The person that owned the building, you know, the people in the community was coming after him, but he was renting it. So basically it went out of business because I believe that they knew that they had bed bugs and they was just selling the shit and didn't care. And, you know, in certain communities, you can't do that. They'll get you up out of their community. You already know. I had them years ago. I ain't sit on the couch since. Lord have mercy. Bed bugs came from damn Europe because they got rid of DDT. Okay. So yeah, so we got that situation. Let's get about. We done went into bed bugs, and some people said that Kiki allegedly was a kleptomaniac. She was a klepto, that she had sticky fingers. Allegedly, I don't know if it's true. It's propaganda and rumors, but you know that was the word on the street. So in any event, back to our argument. So is Tisha wrong? So are we saying Tisha's wrong or is Tisha right? Because what if Kiki was going to go to her house anyway? She got all these issues. You know, it's going to fall back on you if something's missing or if they have a house full of bugs. It's going to fall back on Marceau and Tisha. Especially if Kiki was going to go anyway. And what if Kiki's stuff was all set? So, and Kiki was like, yo, you was Kiki and you was laughing. And, so Tisha basically says to Kiki that, so you're choosing what she told you, you're choosing to believe what she said, you're choosing to believe all that. And Kiki goes, you apologize to me for that. Tisha said, I told you that ish didn't happen. So now she said, I told you that it didn't happen. I guess she wasn't laughing, she wasn't kikiing. Then Tisha says that happened 4 years ago, maybe 5 years now. Tisha said that Kiki was dealing with personal serious issues, and she felt at the time that it was only fair for her to tell Martell and Melody, what was going on. Tisha felt like Kiki was being invited because of her. So therefore, she felt a duty to tell Melody what was going on. And Tisha says she was not laughing and joking about Kimmy's situation. That shit ain't nothing to laugh at and joke at. If she's facing jail time, that's nothing to laugh at and joke at. If she's being cheated on, if her relationship is falling apart, that's nothing to laugh at and joke at either. And if she has bed bugs, that's nothing to laugh at and joke at, because, just like the summer baby just said that she had him on her couch and she never sat on that couch since, because some people build up a phobia when they see them, and sometimes they think that the shit is still crawling, and sometimes they're traumatized by them. You think that people are not, but sometimes people are, because this is why this big department store got closed down, because people in the neighborhood was not playing with the shit. And so in any event, Tisha said she wasn't joking and she wasn't laughing. And Tisha said, well, that's what Tisha tells Kimmy, that she wasn't joking, she wasn't laughing. And Tisha said, what did I say? I don't know what I said. So tell me what I said. Tell me what I said. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to put your business out here in the street. And Kiki said, you already put my business out in the street. So why is, then you have Tisha sitting up here saying, I didn't say nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, so she had to say, remember Christmas, for her to understand. And then all of a sudden she knew. And she said, well, tell me what I said. And it's just like, girl, so it's like she didn't want to talk about it. She thought it was over and done with. And I think that Tisha feels like Kiki's using this situation to get end the show and have an issue when they already solved it and it wasn't really that big of a deal. But evidently it was a bigger deal to Kiki, and Kiki's out here basically, telling a little bit of your tea, and probably told all your tea to Melanie. If Melanie's gonna slow sip and slow release it if she needs to. And so Kiki said, you already put my business out there to them. And, and Tisha says, how about we just cut ties? And then, but also, she said, how about we just cut ties so quick to just run away from the situation, so quick to throw her cousin under the bus and not deal with her. She was like, girl, I don't want to deal with you. Like, this is a no-go, girl. We over. But Kiki did look nice, and Kiki and Tisha, they look like sisters, baby. They definitely look like sisters. So Tisha's basically saying, let's cut ties, girl. Let's cut ties that quick. She was like, I don't even want to, if you want to cut ties that quick and that fast, that really means that, this is a cousin that you could care less for. But also Tisha could feel like her cousin is only doing this to get shine and get a spotlight. And if you really felt this way, we could have been talked about this. But if your mama's out here saying that you guys ain't talked, this is why this is happening. You brushed her off, and now she's letting you know that you can't throw her away like that. This is what Kiki's saying. Kiki said, you can't just throw me away, Tisha, and act like I don't exist, okay? I'm going to be on this show one way or another. Your mama can be out here wilding. I could be out here wilding too, girl. Tisha says, Tisha, you don't think Melody said that stuff to you and said everything to you like that because it was a lie, because she was mad at me and she was trying to get you to be mad at me too. So basically she was trying to get us to fight against each other. You don't think Mel is doing that? You don't think Mel is basically manipulating the situation, manipulating you because she don't like me and we got a problem, we got this and that? And Kiki said, girl, that thought did cross my mind, but the shit that Melody was saying was true. And that's when you fall back and you hit the couch and be like, yep, it was true. So everything that Melody repeated to Kiki said it was true. The shit did happen. It did go down. And the only person knew that to tell you that was my cousin, because where else did Melody get it from? You know what I mean? Where else? And at one point in time, you had Tisha that was chasing behind Melody and wanted to be her friend and things of that nature. So in any event, it's out there in these streets. So what y'all think? Kiki said she never had bed bugs or a child predator. Faith and dreams. So, but right now, Kiki is saying that everything that Melody told her that Tisha said, the reason why she knows Melody is not lying is because it's the truth. It's the truth. It's just like, I wish it didn't happen like 5 years ago. Like it's like pointless. Another pointless argument, another pointless beef, another pointless situation that happened 5 years ago. Unless, Tisha is still talking about the situation, but why would she still be talking about the situation? Unless Kiki still feel humiliated and embarrassed, and people in Huntsville is talking about her, and she still feels shame. Well, that's a conversation she should have had with her cousin, unless she can't talk to her cousin because Tisha plays nice and nasty, and she acts like your feelings don't exist. And once she says one word, that's it. She ain't trying to go back and forth with you. She only go back and forth with her husband, or she just goes forth with her husband. Kiki said she never had bed bugs or was a child predator. I heard that too. After having bed bugs, I slept with plastic on my mattress for 4 years. I know that's right. Totally paranoid for years. Exactly. That happens to people. You can go to hotels and you can get it too. Shower rooms, locker rooms where you put your stuff in, you can get it there as well. Your kids playing at school with other kids, sharing blankets, at school, a whole lot going on. I keep plastic on my mattress for years. Ralph, a lot of people still keep their mattress on and put the sheets over them and call it a day. Tisha is perfect for Marceau. They dish dirt and hide their hand. I am Team Kiki. It's the big payback. It is the payback. So can we agree that Kiki is doing this for payback? Because if this happened 5 years ago, unless something recently, or she's still feeling, because somebody exposed your business like that, you could suffer trauma. Because that's something that you got to live with. And when people see you, you're wondering if they're thinking, oh my God, am I a predator? Am I a child predator? Am I got predators around? Do I got bed bugs? Am I going to steal? People looking at me. And when they might not even feel that way, but that's her own paranoia. And so that's something that she had to work on with herself and her therapist, and then have that conversation with her cousin, how much that hurt her mentally, because I don't think that she was ever able to get it out clear, because if she would said something like that to Tisha, I think Tisha will understand because she got a degree, right? Kiki is Tisha's cousin. Yes, Kiki and Tisha are cousin. Yes, Ralph. Faith and Dreams. Mel was doing it to clear her name. Tisha's marriage problem started way before Melody. Facts. Love, Faith, Love, and Dreams. Mel is being messy. I felt bad for Mel going what her husband did. I don't feel bad at all for Mel. Mel seems to be becoming a scorned woman, being messy after what she's been through. I see what you're saying, Vicky. But then if you go back to this situation where Faith is saying Mel was doing it to clear her name with Tisha's marriage, because it's been insinuated that she is out here putting these rumors out about Marceau and their marriage, saying things about the apartment and things of that nature. Like, it's all coming from Melody. So Melody got Kiki on to say, hey girl, my cousin's been having problems. We sat down, we talked about it. We had to cut the grass to get the snakes out. We had to reevaluate everything. I heard Mel is the one that wanted to do this show. She loves the attention. They all love the attention. Kiki's full of it. She is being used by Melody. Do you remember when Kiki confronted Kimmy about snitching at the reunion? That happened at Tisha's graduation. Yeah, I remember that. They was outside barbecuing. So that's your take on it, Florida Girl for Life. And hey girl, how you doing? What's up? I want to know who is Mel hairdresser. I think she says it on her Instagram all the time who her hairdresser is and who her makeup artist is. I don't know off top. So now, oh yeah, Kiki's getting her get back right now, and Melanie basically is clearing her name because now because Tisha said at the reunion that Mel is trying to destroy my marriage, and with these rumors and things of that nature. And so Kiki's coming in to say that Mel's not the problem with the rumors and her marriage. They've been having issues for a long time before, where they had to evaluate and sit down and put things together. And basically, there was trouble at home. They had to clean the house. They had to throw the Clorox and the ammonia all over the house, baby. They had to wash it down, clean it, and then they had to burn some sage and that mother sucker to get it right. This is what Kiki is saying, because Melanie invited Kiki to the party for a reason. Kiki came to the party. She's a friend or whatever. But also, let me ask you this: has there been any rumors about Tisha and Marceau marriage, before they're saying that I did it? And then, Kiki said, oh, there was way more stuff going on. When me and her sat down, we did evaluations. So now you got that situation. So Kiki's coming in, and basically she's getting her Karen time, and that's for sure. And Kiki also says to Tisha that she does not acknowledge her feelings. Tisha said, Kiki, I already gave you an apology. I done already said sorry to you, girl. Excuse me. Tisha's saying, I thought we was over this. I thought we forgave each other. I thought we was moving on. Tisha said we was on the phone for like 4 hours and things of that nature. We were talking like, what's happening? So Tisha's basically feeling like she's being blindsided by her cousins. That's where she's coming from. And Kiki is saying, girl, don't feel blindsided. You've been talking, cackling, and laughing at me and talking about my business and spreading my business to these same people. So they call me up, and you know what? I'm available just like you was. So this is what we see is going on. And then Tisha, she runs outside and she gets on the phone with Kimmy. And then Kiki comes up and said, girl, are you talking about me again? I was like, oh, shoot. Exactly, at Faith Dream. They had full conversation and was laughing about it. Now their dirt is being exposed and everybody want to blame Mel. Kiki was at Mel's other Christmas party and event, so she is not new to being invited. Wanda is comedy relief. Kiki really don't have issues. All she's saying is action. I'm saying what I want and don't care about your feelings. Exactly. Hottie stuff. That's exactly what she's saying. Like, yo, she asked me a question. I can decline to answer, but I'm feeling like answering the question. But her answering the question, knowing that she's being messy, but at the same time, she doesn't feel like she's obligated or have the loyalty to her cousin, which you would think that you would have that loyalty to your cousin, regardless if these guys are still having some issues. You don't, snicker with the other team. But Kiki is saying she snickered with the other team, so I'm gonna do what it is that she did to me. So therefore she didn't get over it. She's being messy about it, and also it's something that she knows about. If she wants to speak up on it, she can. Just like Tisha was speaking to Destiny, just like Tisha was speaking to Kimmy about the situation that she's going through right now with Kiki feels like she has the right to speak to Melanie as well. And yes, that whole situation at the pajama party, it was gonna be a tea fest. It was also trying to open up Kimmy's eyes to what Marceau is doing to her and her marriage and causing issues and problems, because they never had this problem about cheating and linebackers, but Marceau is throwing this in there. But also Maurice lying as well. And also when it comes to Melody, she said that, Kimmy ain't gonna open up her eyes. You know what I mean? She's gonna keep her eyes closed to the situation. So in any event, Mel is still trying to be a friend to Kimmy, but Kimmy's not trying to hear that shit. Kimmy, like Kimmy said, that's her soulmate, is her husband, and that's it, point blank, period. And she is going to side with the family. And Maurice makes sure every time something happens that has to do with Mel or rumors or gossip, he always tells Kimmy, go check on Tisha, go check on Marceau. That's your family. So therefore, she's following his rules. And that's what's happening. Even though, there's things in her face and he lied, but he lied to the public. She's saying that he didn't lie to her. So we're going to see what's going to happen in this situation. Kimmy misled. Okay, let me see what you're saying. Kimmy misled Tisha. Nothing bad was said. No, nothing bad was said, but Tisha would have been mad what Kiki did say. Nothing bad was said. There was really no tea. But it also proves Mel's point. So it was going to bother Tisha anyway, because it's proving Mel's point when Mel said, she's not the only one that talked about it. This ain't the first rumor that ever came out. Like, she's basically trying to put a jackhammer to her relationship. So you have that situation. What's up, Norris? How you doing? Mel is the queen of the show. Mel messy looking scorn to me. Okay, that's what Vicky says. Kimmy misled Tisha. Nothing. Yeah, but Tisha was gonna take it bad regardless. Brenda, nothing bad was said. Florida girl, yo, Julie, the show was edited, so we didn't see everything. That's true. That's true, Florida girl. Yes. Warn your friends. Someone is coming to your house that got bagged, but Ralph is too much. Marcel also told Kimmy when she told him Kiki was talking about Tisha to find out all sides first. Kimmy and Tisha did not know what Mel knew. Kiki first. I posted a new episode 4 days ago. Okay, Tony. Tony posted a new video on his YouTube channel. Please go check out his YouTube channel and show Norris Tony some love. He just posted a video 4 days ago, y'all. I love Black love. These people have degrees and businesses and take care of their family. Tisha has a strong Black man king, and Tisha is a queen. Okay, we got you, Vicky. Hello, Pete. What's up, Tamika? What's up, old bright? How you been, girl? Hello, Pete and Miss Mary Jane. All I got to say is Tisha needs to be taken down a peg or two. Lord have mercy. So now we got the next episode where we're going to have Marceau. He's going to step in and he's going to, talk to Martell, and Martell's going to be begging, to come back in on a business proposition, basically begging to come back in and be a part of this business. He wants to be a part of it. He wants to invest back in scope. He wants to be in it. Like, boy, you done did too much, Lord. And then we got to have Melody and Destiny. It's going to be a face off between Melody and Destiny. And basically Melody is coming with text messages saying that Destiny was out here in these streets lying at the reunion, and Destiny is full of it because Destiny did not tell the truth, because Melody is alleging Melody alleged that she kept in contact with Destiny, and there was no 6 month period where they were not talking at all, point blank, period. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that situation. So Melody's going to come through, with some text messages right here, in the next episode. In any event, we're going to have Destiny basically say, I didn't do that. Like, you faked the thread. Like, that's not me. And Melody says that she said something. What was the word? chillaxing. I'm chillaxing. And then Destiny was like, girl, I never say chillaxing. What are you talking about? I never used that word. And then Melody said, here are the text messages. We were talking. We talked here, we talked there. And Destiny saying that that is not the case. And then we have Maurice. Maurice is basically trying to figure out where Destiny stands, if Destiny gonna be allowed into their circle. Because right now, Destiny's not in Melody's circle, so she needs to film and be around some people. And so in any event, we're gonna see. And Maurice is asking Destiny. Destiny tells him that Melody basically called Tisha her enemy, because Maurice asked her, like, I heard you're having some problems and some issues over there with Melody. And then that's when Destiny responds and said, she says that I was talking about her to Tisha, which is her enemy. And so this is when, Maurice was like, so do you feel Tisha is your enemy? So basically he's trying to figure out where Destiny's at, if she could be allowed into the circle, and he could, advise Kimmy to say hello, what's up, or spend some time with her. Because right now, Martell's not really got anything going on. Marceau is always going to be entertaining. People always going to care about what Melody's doing. And Kimmy got her shit together. Kimmy's cool on the show. So that helps him out. But Destiny doesn't have a partner and doesn't really have a solid relationship with anybody else but Martell. And she can't film all her scenes with him because then, it's lackluster. She needs to be in a woman's circle. So she needs to be accepted. And Maurice is doing a bird call to see if she's going to be accepted in the group. So he said, is it okay? He's always defending Tisha. He defends his sister-in-law Tisha like it ain't nobody's business. Even when she's wrong, even when Marceau is wrong, he defends them and tells Kimmy, you better go over there and talk to them. You better go over there and bring them some strawberry cake. You better bring them some blueberry pie, girl. You better go bring them a coconut cake and a Coke on the side. You better go check on your family. So Destiny's rolling her eyes and everything. She's upset. She's upset with Mel. And now, Mel has, two good enemies right now. She got two good enemies. And Tisha's going to hide her hand with the situation. Tisha did say that Melody is basically trying to team up against her. So are you going to confront Mel for teaming up on you or trying to team up against you, Tisha? Are you going to confront her on that? Are you going to call her out on that? What's going to happen in that situation? And so we shall see. We shall see how this is going to play out. And, Martell begging Marceau for his position back. And then now we get to see when it comes to Tisha. Tisha's sitting at the table with her husband, baby. She's sitting at the table with her husband, baby. And they are going to decide, Martell's faith and whether Martell should be back in the business. And Tisha says no. She feels like he should not be back in the business and she don't trust him at all. And Marceau is kind of thinking about it because Marceau still has bro code. He messed up and we have no idea what Martell has on Marceau. And also Marceau bringing Martell back into the situation, letting him eat some more, helps his storyline. So whatever decision that Marceau makes, he's asking his wife. And so that's a good, situation where he's getting her opinion as well. When people say that he doesn't usually get her opinion, but maybe Marceau is not going to own up to any of his past behaviors. Only thing Marceau may do is change his behaviors on the show when it pertains to his wife. Okay. So, and I think he's slowly trying to do that, but also it's very difficult for him to do it. Mel has text, but can't remember if Lord have mercy, Vicky. Vicky, you went all the way there and came back. I hope you guys do not believe Kimberly Tisha did not know about that affair. Can the show go on without Mel. They can try, but her fan base is too big. Her fan base is the show's fan base. And now she has gathered a lot of haters too, but she got more people that love her than more people that hate her. In order for them to replace Mel, who are they going to use? Destiny is trying to use Mel as a come up avoid mission girl. If Marcel let Martell back into the business, then you know he has something on. And that's the same thing I was saying. All the women know when their men are messing around. Yep. They all know. It's very rarely that you don't know, but you sense it. You have dreams about it. You feel it. You have visions. If you're not a crazy person, because there's some people that are just crazy, but you do know. But I feel like whatever went on with Marcel and Tisha was willing to forgive him and move on and let it be. And I believe Marceau, whoever he has, if he did have anybody, they know better not to disrespect his wife, call his wife, talk to his wife, do all that other stuff. And if they do, it's going to be consequences for that situation and that behavior. And she can trust in Marceau to believe that if he did step out, he's going to make sure she's shielded and the kids are shielded. And usually that's really what happens with some women that get back with their husbands and their boyfriends that cheat, that at the end of the day, they did mess up, but they don't let the other person break up their foundation or tear through their foundation. And a perfect example of the situation that is recently everybody was talking about would be the Candy Burris situation with Block. You know what I mean? Where Block said that, when it comes to Candy, he already had another family. Candy called his baby's mother at the time. Candy called the baby mother and told her that she was pregnant. She was 8 months pregnant by Block. And Block put Candy on ice. He left that whole situation alone. He wasn't going to leave his family, and he wasn't going to let Candy do anything else, as far as in his relationship. And when Candy said that their daughter allegedly said that their daughter cannot go over there to Block's house, that's when, the relationship really dissipated. But at the same time, he put up that barrier where, he wasn't going to let Candy come too far. Okay, she got that phone call in, but that's it. And that's what Marcel's doing, something that Martell didn't do. And I think if Martell would have did that with Melody, they would still have something. They would still have a bond. Because I don't even think Melody hates him. I think she's just disappointed. Like, I just thought you would be this whole different guy. So basically, the way that blocked Curve Candy, didn't mess with her, didn't have a relationship with her, stopped everything, point blank period, with her, and catered to his baby's mother, which he should have never let his daughter not be a part of that situation. But he said Candy put him in a trick bag when Candy called his baby's mother and argued with her. Then Candy said that Riley cannot come over there to that house because I don't know what she's going to do to my daughter. And so therefore Block agreed to it, and he was meeting his daughter at Auntie's house, other people's houses. And so therefore, it ended up messing their relationship up where, Riley wasn't raised up in his house, but he cut Candy off. And he cut that whole situation off and stopped it and nipped it then, even though he messed up. And I believe that Marceau, if anything has happened, that's what he did. And I believe that Tisha believes that he nipped it in the butt and he's protecting her, which Martell did not do with Melanie. And so that's the situation, y'all. Oh yeah, she wasn't. Yeah. Oh, Ralph, she wasn't gonna tell nobody that she did that on stage. She wasn't gonna say that. She wasn't gonna try to hurt her brand. You know what I mean? He scheduled that book signing on her weekend on purpose. It's a control issue to make her do what he wants her to do. Doesn't get that privilege anymore. Nope, he don't get it. He only can tell He only can go live at T.I. concerts with his new baby mama. But Ariana, she's young, and she believes in him. That's all. She believes in him. Yeah, she did give him another chance. And I bet you he said he was going to do all that stuff and block things from happening. And he didn't. And that's when a girl called the house and all that other stuff going on. And then she ended up pregnant. So now, not only that, you're having unprotected sex with her, even though you may believe that she's not sleeping with somebody else, but she could be. So in any event, he put everybody at jeopardy, his business, his family, and everything, when he could have just did it the right way and just walked away and still have business. Imagine if he was still in business with Mel. Imagine if they still could work together. Imagine all that other good stuff. It didn't have to be like he's poor Martell. He could have came out on top and said, this is how you respectfully leave your wife when you're having these issues, and we're still working together. And then if he would have moved on with another woman, if Mel couldn't really complain, but he did what he did. Thank you guys so much. It's 10:47. I might come back tonight for Kandi and the Gang show. The ratings really have dropped for the show. What do you guys think about Kandi and the Gang? You guys let me know. So are you guys watching Kandi and the Old Lady Gang? Kandi and the Gang. Are you guys watching it? Do you like the show? The ratings has dropped tremendously. I don't know if the ratings dropped because now Bravo is not hosting Kandi's show on YouTube anymore. At first it was. So with the TV views, it was about like 449,000, and then on YouTube you got up to like 400,000 views, or you got like to 200,000 views, and they cut that out. So are you guys watching Kandi and the Gang? Do you guys like the Old Lady Gang show? What's going on? Because I'm thinking about coming back tonight and doing it live, because I end up getting to a late start today because so much was going on. But if you guys can please Kandi show, Kandi and the Gang comes on tonight. But if you guys could please, subscribe to my new YouTube channel. I'm having a lot of issues over here on this YouTube channel, a lot of issues with YouTube. So if you guys could subscribe to my new channel, that would be greatly appreciated. So in any event, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video, but subscribe to the new channel, okay? Much love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. When I find out more information about this channel, I'm going to give you guys an update of what's going on, because a lot of things have changed over here. Not watching Kandi's show. So Faith, Love and Dreams not watching Kandi's show. I don't watch that. So the Summer Baby doesn't watch that show. Kandi show what? Tamika Albright, she might watch the show. I don't know. Are you guys watching the show? Are you watching Kandi and the Gang? So when I go live and talk about it, I'm going to see y'all. Happy Palm Sunday, everyone. Thank you, Vicky. Happy Palm Sunday to you too as well. Thank you. I will do. Thank you, guys. So I'm putting the new channel in, so please subscribe to that channel. That is going to be other content going on that channel that I want other than this channel, just to see how things are going to work out in the future. But thank you guys so much. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that are here. And you guys could have your opinion. I don't got a problem whether you like Mel, whether you don't like Mel. But once you being disrespectful towards me while I'm trying to do my thing, I'm going to basically say what the hell I need to say. And I'm just giving a review. And sometimes the review comes with the way people look and things are going on, with the way that they're dressed. And you find out on the show, they say they 35 and they look older. Like, if you don't, you see it, we all see it. Why not speak up on it? We ain't speaking, and it is one of them type of situation. But thank you guys so much. Please like, comment, subscribe. I don't have a problem whether you guys agree with me or disagree with me. We can have conversations, go back and forth. But as long as you don't disrespect me, because I'm not gonna try to disrespect y'all in any way, because I appreciate each and every one of you guys that come through, and there gotta be something about me that you do like order to even be here and have these conversations and talk and just being alive. So therefore, I'm not going to disrespect you. But if you're coming off salty or shady towards me, what do you expect me to do? I'm just human. Thank you guys so much. Like Vicky was in here reading down Mel. I don't got a problem with Vicky reading her down. Vicky was reading her down. At the end of the day, Vicky turned around and said, "What? Happy Palm Sunday to each and every one of y'all." Like, it's not that serious. We just talking about a show that we watch on TV. That's it. You know what I'm saying? you know. But in any event, please subscribe to my new YouTube channel. Please show your girls some love. Thank each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a blessed night. Have a blessed Sunday. Have a blessed week. Have a blessed life. Have blessings come upon you. Have doors open, baby, because these doors need to open, baby. Have these doors open. Reach new roads and new journeys and things that you want to do, and defeat anything that's standing in your way of stopping you and blocking you, because we only live once, and there is a lot of pitfalls. There is a lot of negativity. There's a lot of things that will block you and try to discourage you from doing what you're doing, especially when you're actually doing a good job and you're holding it down. And sometimes it just ends up that way, where you get the short end of the stick and some people get the long end of the stick. But that doesn't mean that you give up. You just keep going, because your kids are looking at you, your family's looking at you, your friends are looking at you, people are looking up to you, and people, some people are going to watch how you move. That's in your life. So don't let anything stop you. Don't let anything get in your way, and don't let anything block you. And always know, at the end of the day, you win because you continue to fight. You win because you continue to go on. You continue to go forward. You let nothing stop you, and that you are a winner. And don't ever forget that. Much love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building. And we just got to show a little bit more love for one another and respect. Much love. Peace and love, even though I be talking mad shit. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace. I don't know. It's 10:46. If I come back, I might come back, or I'll do Candy and the Gang tomorrow. I'm gonna watch the episode. If I don't get no oomph, like, oh shit, that this show is good, I want to go live because I got reads. They entertain. I'm not gonna go live. Like, I'm not gonna struggle through a review when the show's boring. So if the show's lit, I'm about to watch it right now. If it's lit, I'm coming back live. Much love. Peace.